Alright, been watching a bit of Blot tonight. He's mooching about video in Easington. Oh, Easington, man. Brought back a few memories from back in the day of Thatcher's funeral. Aye, the day of Maggie Thatcher's funeral. I was in Easington Club. Blot actually filmed the outside of the club where this event took place. It was organised by the Miners' Union, Dave Yopa, Alan Marjam, etc. And me and a group of my mates were invited. We went along and had a fucking amazing day. What a day, man. What a day. We partied all fucking day and all into the night while Thatcher was being fucking buried or cremated or whatever she was. Should have been put on a massive bonfire and laughed at. Anyway, yeah, what a day that was. Easington Club, the Miners, the place was rammed all day and all night, packed. We had live music, we had comedians, we had films, we were watching films on a screen, footage of the miners' strike. You know, it was great, fantastic, fucking hell of a day. One of the best days I ever had in all my time involved with political activism. Fucking great day. But yeah, Blot was down in Easington. He didn't really mention much about the miners. He wasn't even aware of the history, I don't think, of Easington, how it played an important role in the miners' strike. He never mentioned it. I mean, he did film the miners' cottages, and he filmed a mural on the side of a house with Billy Elliot on. Billy Elliot, of course, some of it was filmed in Easington, and it was based around, his dad was a miner, wasn't he, and it was based around the mining community and the backwardness and the bigotry that can exist in working class places that shouldn't exist, but sadly does. And not to spoil the film for anyone, but his dad doesn't understand Billy's interest in ballet dancing, doesn't understand that, you know, he has feminine tendencies or homosexual tendencies, and he does end up, when he grows up a bit, the lad does end up actually a gay, you know, openly gay. But his dad's proud of him in the end, massively proud of him, even though he comes from that, you know, that rough council estate attitude, you know, that bigoted, backward, old-fashioned attitude of, oh, we cannot have gay people round here. He changes because of his son. It's a great story. You should watch the film if you haven't seen it. Fucking great story. Another great film is called Pride, which is again about the miners and gay people, and how the miners, true story by the way, about how the miners initially rejected the support of gay groups during the strike, but through the persistence of those gay groups and the good deeds that they did, the miners came to fucking love them, and actually marched behind them on a big march. I think it was in London, but it was the gay groups were at the front of the march, and the miners put them there, invited them to lead the march. That's how much they changed through the process of solidarity. That's how ideas can change, man. That's how we can make a better world, by just helping each other. Through cooperation, through solidarity, we can change ourselves, the way we view each other and the way we view the world. And we can become better people and make a better society. And Blot can become a better person and contribute to making a better society. Of course he can. Everybody can. So, yeah. Sorry. Got the police behind us. How ironic is that? The police. We all know what the police did during the miners' strike, don't we? Fucking violent arm of the state coming down hard on the miners with weapons, with horses, with everything the state could throw at them, bar the guns. Well, guess who was advocating at the time that the government do use guns on the miners? Guess who was saying that at the time? The far right. The far right, which, Blot has, I'm not saying he's far right, but he is sort of heading in that direction, isn't he, with his political rants. And the far right during the miners' strike was saying that Thatcher should turn the machine guns on the strikers. That's fucking evil, man. That's twisted. But that's what the far right are all about. They're all about destroying working class solidarity and coming down hard on anyone who dissents, anyone who resists, anyone who rebels against the system. The far right are all about protecting the system, protecting the super rich, and keeping the working class downtrodden. Well, fuck the far right. And I hope Blot never ever ends up there, because I know, I'm sure he knows, he's better than that. He's much better than that. But yeah, his video on Easington was interesting. I'd love to pick it apart a bit more, but I'm about to go to work, so I'll have to leave it there. This isn't a massively critical video of Blot, by the way. I'm enjoying his videos at the minute. I'm enjoying his channel. I'm not slagging him off. I'm just, throwing a little bit of constructive criticism out there and hoping that young Chris eventually turns him into a fucking lefty. Yeah, that would be interesting. Anyway, see you in the next one. Tatty bye and bonjour.